For more than 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter in our community. From our studios in St. Clair, you're watching Focus with Paul Dingeman.
Welcome to the month of August. Kids are all at Staples and at all the stores getting their pens and pencils and trying to hide from mom and dad so they don't have to go back to school. We are here, however, to talk with some great people from the Port Huron Civic Theater. They're going to talk to us about Hairspray. And then joining us as she does every month, Deb Johnson will be along. And then we've got a little commercial from Alexander Zanchek. He's going to be talking to you about a jazz show that's coming to St. Clair at the end of the month. But let's begin with the director of the show. Pete, pronounce your last name?
Frontero.
There you go. Good Irishman.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. You are with the Port Huron Civic Theater.
Correct.
Guild. That's not a guild. The guild's down here. Theater, just Civic Theater group. And you guys are going to produce and direct Hairspray.
Right.
Talk to me about when it is, what it is, and how you got involved.
Well, it's next weekend, August 12th, 13th, and 14th at McMorran. We are doing a 8 o'clock and a 8 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, and then 3 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. So we have 2 matinees and 2 evening shows. I'm on the board of directors for Port Huron Civic Theater, and about what would you say, December? Or,
yeah.
Emma and I were talking, and we were talking about doing Hairspray, because one of the things is that Port Huron area, you have the north area and the south area, and Marysville, and you have these groups of actors, but nowhere have we got a play together that we brought the whole community together.
Oh, okay.
So we picked out Hairspray because it's an integrated show about discrimination and integration and everything, and so we decided to do that. And Hairspray, yes. Mr. Spritzer, there you go.
There you go.
By the way, Brian Day's playing Mr. Spritzer, so he'll be back. Yeah, and that's how the show. So we just decided to do it, and I started calling Ty Burrell at Sons, and the whole community came together, and they've been helping me put this show together, and now we're rolling with it.
Yeah, off the top of your head, do you remember when Hairspray hit the scene? Was it 20 years ago already?
I don't know. I was really young. I must have only been in kindergarten or something.
Okay, I believe that.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was 20 years ago.
About 20 years ago?
I'm not sure.
And it was a Broadway play first and then a movie?
No, it was a movie first.
Movie first and then
with Divine and Ricky Lake, and that was the original. It wasn't a musical.
Let me see now. And is it a huge cast that you're putting on the stage?
We have about 55 people in.
55?
Yes, in the show, and then that's not including the pit.
Wow.
Big show.
Well, McMorran is such a great auditorium to perform in. I mean, it's got to be 1,000 seats, isn't it, at least, or a little more than that?
Yeah, if we open the upstairs, yes.
Be great.
We're hoping to get 300 to 500 people a show, hopefully.
Okay. Well, are you the lead, Emma?
Yep.
Emma Dunlop, who is Emma Dunlop, and you are Tracy Turnblatt.
Yes.
Talk to me about the role. Why now? What excites you about it?
Well, Tracy Turnblatt, she's just sort of like your everyday girl, and it's her dream to dance on the Corny Collins show, which is like sort of like American Bandstand, that sort of dance TV show. And she always has her eyes set on the heartbreaker of the show, Link Larkin.
Lucky old Link.
Yeah, and sort of through meeting her friend Seaweed in detention, she ends up sort of becoming friends with the African American group of kids, and through their help she gets on the TV show, and then she really wants to break the barrier and help allow them to dance on the show with her. And it's sort of also, she's a plus size character, and that's sort of a big deal of it too. Everyone says she can't dance, she can't do those things because of her size.
I'll show you.
Yeah, so it's really good. It's sort of tackles race, body image, socioeconomical background, just like bringing everyone together. Yeah.
Spencer, pronounce your last name?
Kohanov.
Kohanov? And you are playing the aforementioned Link Larkin.
I am.
Were you so lucky to get that role?
You know, I don't know, but I'm very excited about it. It's a lot of fun. Playing the lady killer, doing my thing up there, you know. There are a lot of cool parts that Pete is allowing us to do. He added some cool parts onto the stage, and so it'll be fun to go up there, and then we have some extra people coming out, and it just makes it a lot of fun for me. I get to use all this energy, and a lot of the people that I'm working with, really pump me up for this part, so I'm excited.
And little Inez is Shauna Apley. Welcome to the Focus program. And tell me about your role.
I play little Inez, and she's a black girl who just loves to sing and dance, and it's her dream, just like Tracy, to be on the Corny Collins show and dance.
So it works. Have all three of you worked in Port Huron Civic Theater before?
No, this is my first time.
Okay, where do you go to school?
I go to New Life Christian Academy.
Okay, what grade?
I'll be a freshman next year.
Okay, and how about you?
I was in Civic Zombie Prom last year, and that was my first show with them.
Okay.
So.
I've been with Civic Theater for over 10 years.
100 years.
Oh, yeah.
100 years. And Peter, you've been with them for quite a while.
I started out with CMH Players about 8-10 years ago, and I've been working with the CMH Players for years, and then about 3 years ago, I was doing shows with Port Huron, but that's when I became more involved with the group, so it's been about 3 years.
What's the best part of the show for you?
I'm working with a new group of people. I recently went away to school, and so I haven't been with Civic Theater for quite a while, actually. And so it's really cool to come back and see all these new faces and working with just brand new cast that I haven't seen before.
Where'd you go away to school?
Michigan State University.
Great. What are you taking there?
I am studying education.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And Emma, talk to me about you.
Well, honestly, it's sort of a whole show picture for me. Hairspray means a lot to me as a little kid growing up. I always saw it as something that I wanted to be in, and Tracy was sort of the one role that I could always identify with. So just getting the opportunity to play her with like all these amazing people has sort of been the dream of a lifetime come true. So, yeah.
And Shauna, talk to me about your experiences so far in theater.
Well, this will be my third play, and so I'm still just kind of getting familiar with theater.
What were the other two?
Bye Bye Birdie and Beauty and the Beast.
Wow, golly. You like the all musicals, right?
Yeah.
So that's the avenue you would like to pursue is musical? Great. All right, talk to me about the rest of the cast. Talk to me about the show times, that kind of good stuff again.
How would I say? I wanted to say that she's, one of the things when I audition people is we have very talented dancers. And these three are all very good dancers as well as actors. And that was one of the things when talk about the cast is we audition a lot of people who are dancers. And we're working on the singing still, but the dancing is really good. And that was, the cast is wonderful. We have a group of people who are just, how could I say it? Just the energy is there. I sit back as a director and I'm nervous, and at the end of the practices, I just smile because my nerves go because it's looking that good. It's like
that's great.
So I'm really excited because these kids are just incredible, and the adults.
Any final thoughts about the play?
Definitely come see it.
Come see it.
Come see it?
Come see it.
That's the line, I guess. Okay. Give us the dates and times again.
Okay, it's Friday the 12th, Saturday the 13th, and Sunday the 14th of August. The times on the 12th, we are doing an 8 o'clock show at McMorran, and then on Saturday we do a 3 o'clock and an 8 o'clock show, and then on Sunday we do a 3 o'clock show.
Okay. How much are tickets?
Right now, if you get them in advance, all tickets are $12 at the door. Seniors and children under 18, students are $12, and adults are $15.
I got an email just the other day that CMH Players are casting for their winter play. So that they're always active, aren't they?
Yes, it's exciting. We're doing a different show this year, and it's going to have a lot of kids in it. It's a good show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have you back for that.
Yeah, if I have a lead role.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm also directing Rocky Horror at McMorran in the fall, so
you're a busy guy.
Maybe we'll come back. Yeah, I guess so.
Absolutely.
It's fun. I'm having a blast.
Good for you.
My life.
Good for you. Very nice to meet all of you.
Thank you.
And as they say, break a leg. Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with a friend by the name of Deb Johnson in just a second. Great. We'll have your mics. I heard of that.
Today,
You what now?
wish there was ice water.
Oh, yeah. We are back, and we're back with a friend again by the name of Deb Johnson, Executive Director of the St. Clair County Community Mental Health. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Paul.
Into August we are.
Yes, we are. I can't believe the summer has flown by.
There's been so many active things with the Port Huron races, the St. Clair races, things going on in Lexington. Marine City is having their big weekend this weekend. People get stressed out, don't they?
They do. This has been like the busiest summer ever, I think. For everybody.
Yeah, it's just, and the weather's been summer.
It's been summer.
It's been not cold, not rainy, not nothing, but a lot of I think I heard on the news yesterday, there's 15 days so far over 90, which causes people stress. So
yes,
how
that's
do we
true.
How do we handle all that?
Try to stay in the air conditioning. No, I'm just kidding. Well, you know, physical activity is really important on so many levels. Getting at least 30 minutes of physical activity every day.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be strenuous. It can be, you know, just moderate activity. Can help lower your risk for heart disease.
Oh, really?
High cholesterol, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, colon cancer, breast cancer, loss of bone density. There's a whole host of physical things that you don't want, that it lowers your risk for. So even just 30 minutes a day is very helpful. And also, by doing that, it can help reduce symptoms of depression, anxiety, stress. And if you do at least 30 minutes or more activity, it can lower your risk from dying early.
That's pretty scary.
By 40%.
40%?
That's in the CDC.
Wow.
Reports that, yeah. So, and some people say, well, I can't really exercise because, I have bad knees or whatever. I mean, even like walking, swimming is a great exercise for a lot of people that have other arthritis, things like that. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do. You don't have to get out there and, go to boot camp or, although I like boot camp, things like that. But anyways, and another thing that's important is, especially with young children, kids are more and more obese these days, and probably a lot of it has to do with all the technology. They don't have to move, and they can play games and watch TV, listen to music, things like that. And so there has been, as a result, an alarming increase in childhood obesity and diabetes. And to help with that, the current recommendation is that children 6 to 17 should exercise a minimum of 60 minutes a day.
Wow.
So yeah, and some recent studies that showed that only 29%, and I sort of find that hard to believe, but who might have questioned the research, that only 29% of high school kids are exercising that amount of time.
Well, I'd have difficulty with that one too, because I think the two of us see so many active teenagers
in sports
that are in
and
sports and
yeah, they play a lot of sports, and a lot of kids are multiple sports, plus they're doing AAU things. Maybe it's that same group of kids though.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other kids that are not involved in sports. If you think about the number of kids on a sports team, 12 to 15 girls on a volleyball team. Well, there's a lot more girls than that in those grades. So it
I was
could
thinking
be,
about skateboarders even the other day. That's a lot of exercise. You have to really get up and start pushing that thing, and you're coordinating your body, and
probably good for your core strength. And
yeah,
all those good things. So for kids too, same thing. It will help reduce stress, depression, and anxiety. Hopefully, decrease the probability of engaging in other risky behaviors. And it's important, to help maintain strength, endurance, help maintain a good weight, things like that. And as you grow older, it gets even more important. And there, I don't think I find this hard to believe, but people over 75, only like 1 out of 3 men and 1 out of 2 women are engaging in physical activity.
Wow, that's a big statistic. 1 out of 3.
Yeah. And I was thinking about this because my mom the other day, she said, I'm leaving for a bike ride. And she bike rides like 10, 15 miles every time she goes. She's 78.
Marvelous.
And I said, drink a lot of water because it's 93 degrees outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, all those things help out a lot. And the other thing that exercise does, it really does promote changes in your brain. It stimulates neural growth, reduce inflammation in your brain, and it boosts dopamine, this word always gets me,
I always have trouble with Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, this is oh my gosh, today I was practicing neuroepinephrine.
We believe whatever you say.
And serotonin levels, but those things are chemicals that make you feel good in your brain. So
being able to pronounce that would make you feel good.
It would right now. Yeah, neuroepinephrine. Oh my gosh, I said it yesterday. I was on Paul Miller yesterday, and I was saying it with no trouble. But anyways, you know, since the body and mind are so closely connected, we talk about that all the time. That you really need to take care of your whole body, not just your mind or your mental health or your physical health. You have to look at everything. And so, you know, we're always promoting healthy minds, healthy bodies. And so that's our message this month is increase your physical activity all the time. And that's easier to do, of course, in the summertime when it is nice. You can get outside and
when I come in, many people know that the studio is right next door to the St. Clair City Pool. And every morning when I come in, there's about 40 women and a couple men in the pool doing the jazzercise or swimmer-size exercise.
That's great.
And they're loyal to that, and they do it every day. And as you said, it's great for them.
It is. It's great, and you know, it keeps your mobility going, things like that. You know, my grandma, rest her soul, but she couldn't do the back of her hair as she was in her 80s because she didn't have that much flexibility. So stretching every single day, and I started thinking if you do it every single day, you won't lose it. So.
Any updates on what's happening in Lansing? You were appointed to a committee, and you were going to have a bunch of meetings, and they were going to come back in 12 months, but it's only a month or two into that.
Right, and so we had several meetings related to the governor's original proposed budget, which was going to privatize the management of public mental health. Well, the final language that went into the approved budget for fiscal year 17 did not include that language any longer. And overall, we were pleased with the language that went in there, and it said that a work group would continue to look at the current system design of the public behavioral health system and make recommendations for changes. But in the meantime, they could not take the money out of the public system or, you know, do any of those things. So there's a few key people at the state who are lead for the initiative. Linda Zeller is one of them. She's the Deputy Director for Behavioral Health Services. There's a few other, and then they will be working with advocacy organizations and key stakeholders. We thought there was going to be just a smaller group, not to continue the work with 120 people, but so far they're saying there's not a group. So it sounds like the department staff are going to sort of put something together and get reaction, which is not our preference, but I guess we'll wait and see how that goes.
Well, we were just curious. I know you were very concerned about it when it first came down, so I'm glad that you're still on top of it.
Just one interesting thing on that, another thing is the recent Cranes Detroit article had an article, Medicaid HMOs, which that's who they want to give our money to manage, had record profits last year. And that's what our fear is. We're afraid that they're going to, have money into the profits as opposed to into the services for the people that need them. So we're not for profit, so we don't need to make profits. So that was interesting.
Well, keep us in the loop on that.
I sure will.
And then just tell people drink a lot of water.
A lot of water. And how about the Sail and Cafe?
Oh yes, Sail and Cafe. It's right here on top of my notes.
Yeah.
What is the Sail and Cafe?
Well, it is our newest initiative. It's called the Sail and Cafe and Convenience Store, downtown Port Huron, adjacent to the Blue Water Transfer Center, where the buses come through and people transfer.
But it's not in the bus station.
The Blue Water Transit Authority built this big building, and there's two sections to it.
Okay.
And we have the north section. It's 1,500 square feet. It's really, really pretty cool. It's a beautiful new structure, and it kind of looks like a sailboat thing in between it. So that's how we came up with the name. But we have, you can get salads. Actually, the month of August, we're running a salad special, Salad Spectacular. For only $4, you can get like a grilled chicken salad, chef salad, different kinds of salads. And we also have smoothies, we have frozen yogurt, we have specialty coffee drinks, and then we have groceries, just things you'd pick up.
For people that are living in the lofts out there.
Yeah, like milk, Scott towel, toilet paper, bread, eggs, things like that. So and we hope people will come down and see us.
Okay, very good.
Open Monday through Saturday, 6:30 to 6 p.m.
How about Saturday and Sunday?
Not Sunday, closed on Sunday.
Okay, very good. But it's right adjacent to the new bus terminal. people haven't seen that, they should see that.
In the old McMorran parking lot, how
Yeah,
about that? People
right.
know that. So there's still some parking. There's quite a bit of parking there, and it's behind like Tio Gordo's restaurant, Kate's downtown. So it's in that. Used to be the big lot
Entertainment
for McMorran.
district.
Yes.
Deb Johnson, always wonderful to have you here.
Thank you.
We will see you shortly in the month of September. The year is moving along.
Sounds good.
We'll be right back, and we got some messages about Alexander Zonchek.
Join us for the first annual St. Clair Jazz Festival, Palmer Park in beautiful downtown St. Clair, Michigan, on the St. Clair River. Alexander Zonchek with special guest Jeff Lorber, saxman Huge Groove, 480 East with Jakeem Joyner, Straight Ahead and Phil Denny. Saturday, August 20th, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m., world-class jazz comes to St. Clair, Michigan. And it's free, 810-329-2962, 329-2962, or go to zonchek.com for all the details.
Alexander Zonchek, he was here a couple weeks ago, very entertaining, and as you can see from that television commercial he produced, about the jazz show, Jazz Festival, I guess we'll call it, which is coming to St. Clair very soon. So put it on your calendar, and we'll be there with you, enjoying Alexander and all of those other people. That's about it for this edition of the Focus program. Thanks very much for tuning in. Till next week, it's Paul Dingeman. See you soon.
Thanks for watching Focus with Paul Dingeman. Focus is produced at the CTV Community Television Studios in St. Clair. For over 20 years, CTV has captured the moments that matter to our community.